Hi there, everyone. My name is Eric Richards, and I run springshouses.online.com. I want to take you through what happened in July of 2024 and try and give you an idea of where I think the market might be headed based on local factors, some numbers that we're going to see here in a moment. So let's go over the numbers. This is our kind of state of the union, if you will. It shows total homes for sale. When someone comes up to me and says, "How's the market?" I'm usually thinking available inventory before I answer any other question. Right now, we have a little over 30 or 3,200 listings total. Effectively, that's almost a double from the first of the year. And while doubling the amount of inventory may seem concerning to some people, it's not to me, from the standpoint that we have mild seasonality here. School isn't in session, so people are more willing to move. And we also have high interest rates. So if we were at 5,000 listings, like it was back in the foreclosure days of 2008 to 2010, then I would be a little more concerned with that inventory number at 5,000. But again, we're just a little bit above 3,200. New listings, a little bit of a rise here. Nothing to really get super worked up about. Um, you know, roughly 10% increase 1 year over the next in terms of available inventory isn't enough to really make me super excited. I've seen reports from around the country where inventory is up 25 or 30%. So again, with just 1 month, we're not seeing a rise from last year at this time to this year at this time that suggests a problem. Going back to my comments here, this increase here of nearly 100% gradually is totally fine. This allows the absorption rate of the seasonality to play catch up. We also have March and April PCS season, and that's what helps drive a lot of this inventory to be consumed. And we'll go over that when we get to under contracts. As you can see here, this drop here is about 10%, and you'll see that we're still consuming around 1,500 listings per month. Now, not all of these will close, but this total under contract is really the litmus test for market health, in my opinion. What I mean by that is, are buyers willing to put homes under contract? A lot of you may not know this, but during the foreclosure days of 2008 to 2010, buyers just were unwilling to put homes under contract. More equity loss was perceived based on the news of the day. So buyers would wait and wait and wait. We had times on market of 180 to 200 days. So we're still trending right around 30 days on market. This isn't concerning. Again, days on market, 34 days for the month of July. Last year, 27. That's not that big of a difference. Total sales year to date. Yeah, we're down a bit, but it's still less than 10%. So we're moving comfortably within a range that I would just say, okay, there's factors that are contributing to this, but nothing that's really making us fall off of a cliff. In fact, to support what I just said, we have a average sales price increase over the last couple of months. We saw a little bit of a dip here, and that's kind of a one-off scenario, but this number being just about even with this one and then this one being higher here, we've course corrected, and average home prices are continuing to go up. For sellers, that's great news because you have equity in your home again. Median sales prices, this is really just where the buyer activity is most heavily concentrated. So homes that are in the $400,000 to $500,000 range are selling more frequently than homes that are at the $600,000 or $700,000 or $800,000 price range. Lastly, the total sales for each month. So you see, going back to July of 2022, and then there's July of 23, we're actually a little bit ahead, and that's good. This again is the home sales. So not to be confused with homes that went under contract and homes that were just listed. This is the actual closed transactions. And here you can see that townhomes and condos are staying relatively low. This always surprises me, and I've said this before, because these are the more affordable homes in our market. While we don't have that many of them compared to our single family housing inventory, I would always expect that during a depressed market or high interest rates that these numbers would be much higher, say up here in these mid 200 range. So where do I think the market is headed? I think the market is headed towards a period of kind of flat instability. What I mean by that is we're going to continue to see this 1100 to 1200 sales, and then we're going to start to drop off down here. And the instability is going to be those moments where an election occurs, where the Fed drops their rate, and suddenly a bunch of homeowners or a bunch of buyers apply for mortgages because they're like, we got to get while the getting's good, and sellers are suddenly, popping and selling, and other sellers are like, damn, he sold in 30 days, and the home wasn't on the market all that long. It's going to be really tough to predict where things are going to go from here. The average sales price number, I think, will continue to climb simply because inflation is always nipping at our heels. And I think that as long as the inventory at those $400,000 to $500,000 price points continues to get listed and people are willing to trade up or move, or any one of the three Ds happens, that's death, diploma, or divorce, you end up with those sales that are always going to happen year in and year out. So my calling for the future is kind of this instability at those moments where you have an election, Fed dropping the rates, something kind of big on the horizon that kind of upsets this new stability that we've reached. Anyway, hopefully you find that helpful. If you have any questions, please call, text, email. I've got tons of time on my hand and I'm willing to answer questions right now. So hopefully that helps. And I look forward to talking with you soon.